gabi po sa inyong lahat mga katribo. Nandito na naman ang The Athletes Tribune para makipagkwentuhan at kulitan kasama ang inyong mga paboritong sports heroes and idols. Ako po si Nikki Viola. At yes, nako, for sure, napapansin po ninyo, we are missing a great presence right now. The VIP, the foundation of Athletes Tribune. Ang napakagandang si Miss Lyndon Mendoza. I miss you, girl. Ayan, so hindi po natin siya makakasama for this episode. Pero for sure yan sa mga next ay makakasama po natin siya muli. Girl, miss na kita agad-agad. Bumalik ka na, okay? Ayan, pero don't worry, okay? Para sa ating mga katibo. Dahil kahit wala ang aking trusted partner ngayon, bawing-bawi naman tayo sa guest natin today. Dahil we're celebrating Women's Month ngayon. We are so blessed and lucky that the Superwoman made time for us tonight. Dahil nako, alam kong sobrang dami niyang ganap in life. Sobrang busy niya sa buhay. So, di ba, it's an honor na makasama natin siya for tonight's episode. At kaya naman ako, hindi na natin patatagalin pa. Let's introduce our guest for tonight. Siya ay isang licensed architect, entrepreneur, at professional volleyball player. Nako, mukhang alam nyo na, may mga clues ba kayo kung, or may mga sagot na ba kayo kung sino yung guest natin for tonight. I-type nyo lamang yan sa ating Facebook comment section down below. Pero, hindi ko na rin naman pala kayo bibigyan ng time ang hula dahil ito na, introduce ko na siya. Okay, so welcome sa Athletes Tribune, Miss Jessey Laine de Leon. Hi, Jessey!
Hi, everyone! Hello, Nikki!
So, welcome to the Athletes Tribune. Ayan, thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Kamusta? Thank you for having me.
Kamusta naman ang life natin? Ano, busy ba? Or like medyo chill lang?
Ayan. Well, it's the same. Super busy, but I'm happy naman with what I'm doing.
Ayan. So, yun naman ang importante, di ba? And everything we do, kailangan parang we love it with all of our hearts and dapat happy talaga tayo lagi. So, kamusta naman yung buhay atleta mo, lalo na you also have your job, you're an architect at syempre entrepreneur ka rin. So, kamusta yung pagbalanse dun sa tatlo?
Well, for me, it's hard, but I think it's still in a way satisfying for me because I get to do what I love both, which is designing spaces, planning spaces, but at the same time, I get to work while playing the one that I love nga, which is volleyball. So, for me, it's fulfilling rin na may opportunity ako to still play at the same time work.
Okay, so I'm curious kasi hindi madaling una, you're an architect, may business ka, and then you're playing volleyball professionally. So, for sure, lahat ng mga katribo natin are really curious on how do you manage your time? How do you do it? Do you have like a planner sa phone, or are you the type who would actually write your schedule down the whole day or the whole week? So, paano yung time management mo?
Well, I'm actually the type of person who has that planner. So, sobrang dami kong notes kasi I'm really forgetful eh. So, pag hindi ko nasulat, automatic na wala na yun sa utak ko. So, I have this planner wherein I have my daily plan. So, I have a schedule, naka-layout na lahat for the month, for the week. And then I also have, if you know the Notion app. So, Notion app, it's also a planner, but you have it in your phone. And also sa iPad ko siya and desktop. So, I have everything planned also there. So, yun naman yung mga general plans. So, for example, may architectural projects, may content plan, kasi diba, I'm also a content creator. So, I have everything laid out there also. So, para lahat nakaplano na and then lahat gagawin ko na lang. So, it's less, in a way, it's less hassle for me to kasi diba parang dun tayo nawawala sa focus kapag sa stress na tayo kung anong uunahin natin. So in a way, at least for me, nakalagay na lahat ko anong gagawin ko. And then susundin ko na lang siya. And then if di ko nagawa, at least alam ko kung alin yung gagawin ko for some other time. So yeah.
Well, alam mo, I agree with you kasi ganun din ako. Parang tama yung sinabi mo kanina na parang pag hindi ko siya nasulat sa planner, mawawala siya. Kasi mawawala sa utak. So kailangan every detail of like may things to do for the day or for the week, kailangan sinusulat siya. And I feel like magandang advice yon for everyone na parang ngayon ginagamay pa rin nila yung time management kasi may hirap eh. You're working at home, 'Di ba? And at the same time, kung ano pang ibang ginagawa ng mga katribo natin dyan. So, if I were you, write it all down. Yan, tulad ng ginagawa ni Jessey. Okay, so ito naman ngayon, during the peak of the lockdown, ito maraming nagtatanong ito sa'yo for sure. How did you stay in shape when everything was closed, like gyms? Pero sabi naman nila, 'di ba, pag gusto may paraan talaga. So ano yung ginawa mo to stay in shape?
Well, to be honest, nung height ng pandemic, napabayaan ko rin yung sarili ko. Kasi parang nawalan ako ng motivation na parang hindi mo alam kung kailan ulit mag-start yung volleyball. So parang at that time, I was thinking na parang, yun nga, parang nakaka-anxious kung ano nang mangyayari next. So napabayaan ko yung self ko. But then, naisip ko rin that time na parang, what if nga rin bumalik? So at least parang nagkaroon pa rin ako ng hope na parang, I can use this time to actually be in shape. Kasi I used to be underweight eh. So parang naisip ko na baka ito na rin yung time for me to focus more on yun nga, may diet, which is yun nga, kumain ng madami pa. Kasi madami na ako kumain, but it's still kulang. So I want to focus on gaining weight. So that's what I did during the height of the pandemic. Nag-research ako kung ano pa yung mas makakapag-gain ako ng weight para maging normal weight na ako. So that's what I did. And then I also invested in weights. So yung since yun nga, naisip ko na hindi pa rin sure kung kailan mag-stop yung pandemic. So di namin alam kung hanggang kailan yung online training. So what I did was yun nga, I invested more on weights, and then yun, bumili ako ng maraming weights, and then doon ako nag-start na maging more focused on my goal. So that is yun nga, maging normal yung weight ko. So every day doon ako bumalik na maging inspired to show up kahit na sobrang nakaka-down pa rin. Tapos nung nakakita na ako ng results every week, doon ako mas naging na-push na parang, okay, I need to continue this, and mas i-double time ko na mag weights training, kumain ng madami, mag-protein and everything. Ayun.
Is it hard adjusting to, syempre when pre-pandemic, most of the time you're training with your teammates, or you're going to the gym with your friends, ganyan. Is it hard to adjust na everything's online?
Yeah, super. Kasi especially us, 'di ba? Volleyball is a team sport. Yeah. So nakakapanibago na you don't get to play volleyball itself on your own. I mean, you can parang mag-dig pass ka sa wall and everything, but yung balikan ng bola, yung usual na routine namin, it's really different, and nakakalungkot at that time kasi yun nga, you don't get to be with your teammates, don't get to play yun nga, volleyball itself. Parang ang nagagawa lang namin sa online training is conditioning, so that's weights. So in a way, parang yung routine mo rin nakakasawa, parang nagkakaroon ng ganong time. So yun yung parang kailangan mong labanan nga to prepare for the upcoming season at that time na hindi mo pa alam kung kailan.
Pero at least ngayon, alam na nating lahat kung kailan, and we'll talk more about that later on. Pero eto naman yung next question ko sa'yo, kasi ito ang position mo or ang role mo is middle blocker. Ayan. So how much pressure is put into this role pa?
I think for me kasi every role in the team is really important. Di kami makakapal ng bola if walang receive ng libero or ng open spikers, walang depensa or walang set naman ng setter. So same with the pressure that you put into dun sa ibang role. Malaki rin yung pressure sa amin kasi kami yung first in line sa defense sa harap since kami nga middle blocker. So without us also, kasi we are the parang zero tempo or first tempo, we have to get blockers para to give way dun sa second tempo, which is the open spikers and yung mga wing spikers, which is utility and open. So it's really important for us to not stop sa rally or yun nga laging sinasabi rin sa amin ni coach na hindi kami pwedeng tumigil simula nung tempo. So yeah, same with the other roles, very important din yung role namin. So, ayun.
Ayun, and thank you for explaining kasi ako talagang I'm still learning volleyball talaga. So, ngayon ko lang na-explore yon. So, nakakatuwa to learn from you talaga. So, thank you so much for that. Ayan, so, eto naman, throwback naman tayo ng konti, no? Because I wasn't really able to ask you earlier. Dapat tinanong ko na sa'yo kanina pa to. So, were you always into volleyball since you were a kid? Kailan ka ba nagsimulang maglaro?
Well, I started playing when I was in grade 5. So, before it was just a hobby kasi my sister used to play volleyball. She's a volleyball player also. So, as a kid, parang diba, you always look up to your sister, diba?
Yeah.
So, that was me before. And then, before kasi badminton yung talagang nilalaro ko. So, nung nakita ko yung sister ko na parang, parang ang saya mag-volleyball. When I tried it, sobrang nagustuhan ko siya. So that's when it all started. Yun, nung grade 5, naglaro na ako. Nag-start na ako mag-train with the team. Although our school kasi hindi naman sila yung super like focused on sports. It's more of a extracurricular lang talaga. Yeah, so hindi kami sobrang competitive. But yeah, that's how I found my passion for volleyball.
So parang is it like a love at first sight kind of thing with volleyball, or like it took a while din? Syempre you're looking up sa sister mo na naglalaro din, but it took a while ba before ma-realize mo talaga na ay parang I want to do this in the long run?
At that time, it wasn't parang hindi mo pa siya may isip na you're gonna do it in the long run. Kasi at that time wala pang professional volleyball players eh. But like what you said, I think it's love at first sight for me and love at first try. Kasi when I tried it, sobrang nagustuhan ko kaagad siya talaga. As in parang naisip ko kahit at that time there are no professional volleyball players pa, I really want to do this while I'm studying. So, yun, dun na nag-start din.
Okay. Ayan. So, ito naman. So, let's look back at your life being a student athlete naman nung nasa Uzteca. Ayan, sa UST. So, syempre, you need to, to maintain your grades while trying to win championships and leagues. So, how was it like?
How is it like nung student athlete life?
Well,
I think there are no words that explain how hard it was really. Sobrang hirap kasi at that time, I was juggling studying, which is nung, diba, alam naman natin, diba, tinatawag nga kami sa UST na zombies kasi we don't sleep. So, imagine, every day, I still have to train for 3 to 4 hours. And then kahit pagod ka na, you still have to do your plates. So, sobrang hirap for me kasi hindi ako irregular load eh. I mean, irreg ako in a way sa schedule, but my load is regular. So, I still have the usual load. Hindi diba parang meron din pa sinasabi na pag athlete ka, yung load mo dapat magaan. So, at that time, nagta 30 units ako per sem, ganyan.
Nilalaban mo!
Nilalaban ko talaga. So, it was really hard for me, the pressure sa paglaro mismo. And then you still have to do your best to pass your plates, finish your requirements, ganyan. So, doon ako nahirapan. Yung oras na wala akong pahinga. Kasi what I do is, yun nga, I train and instead of resting, I fulfill my role as a student naman.
Sa UST pa naman, kasi since I studied in UST din for a year, though AB. Alam ko sa Archie talaga, medyo grabe talaga yung mga requirements niyo doon. Kaya I can just imagine yung balancing act na ginawa mo. For sure, sobrang challenging. But of course, when you graduated, parang looking back, diba, parang fulfilled ka. Tapos, syempre medyo years ago na rin na nag-graduate. So parang, nagawa ko pala to. Iniisip mo yun, nag-throwback ka ba minsan? Tapos naiisip mo yun, yung mga experience mo as a student athlete?
Yeah, sobra. Parang actually, pagka-graduate ko pa lang, sobrang parang feel ko, grabe, nagawa ko talaga. I mean, parang iraos ko, diba? Parang ganun yung feeling. And para sa akin, it's very fulfilling kasi when you work hard for something, parang yung nagigain mo from working hard for it, parang sobrang fulfilling nun sa sarili mo. Kasi sabi nga natin, di ba, parang hindi pinaghihirapan na hindi worth it. So, for me, sobrang worth it lahat ng pagod, after ko lahat na gawa yun. Hindi lang dahil na-achieve ko to eh. It's also because parang na-realize ko na kaya ko to. Diba? Yung ganong feeling.
Yung parang, kumbaga, yung pag nai-imagine mo nung una, it's kind of like impossible na how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna balance everything? But at the end of the day, at the end of everything, looking back, makikita mo na, kaya ko itong gawin.
Yes.
Very saktong-sakto talaga, women empowerment episode talaga. Ang ganda ng advice mo. Ayan.
Yes. And kapag kasi ganun, parang nagiging baon mo na siya in the future. So for me, for example, right now, whenever I'm stressed with so many projects, I always think na I can do this because I already did this before eh. Parang, 'di ba? Parang hindi na siya nakakatakot kasi hinarap mo na siya dati.
Which is very inspiring. Nako, Jessey, thank you so much. Mga katribo, talagang pa lang natin, first part pa lang ng interview natin with Miss Jessey De Leon. Pero bago natin ipagpatuloy ang ating kwentuhan, we'll take a short break. Stay with us, mga katribo.
Magandang araw mga katribo! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chirk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
nagbabalik pa rin po tayo dito sa The Athletes Tribune with our guest for tonight. We have Miss Jessey De Leon. Alright. So, ito na nga. Before the break, Jessey, pinag-uusapan natin, di ba, yung student-athlete life mo nung nasa UST ka pa. So, now that you're playing volleyball professionally, how different are things now? Ano bang mga pagkakaibang nakita mo?
From playing when I was in UST and then
Ngayon, na professional na as.
I think the difference this time is, yun nga, this time kasi you get to do it for work talaga kasi you're playing for the company. But before, you were playing for the university. So, the difference is, syempre, yung iba pa rin talaga yung university spirit nung naglalaro ka. As in, the crowd, fighting for, yun nga, fighting for the school itself, diba? It's really a big role to fulfill. Pero this time naman, since it's work naman din, it's really also important to perform well kasi you're being paid to do it for work talaga, and which is yun nga, to win. So, I think yun lang yung parang main difference nung dalawa.
So how did your training in UST and yung buong experience mo in general as a athlete sa UST, how did it help you ngayon as a professional volleyball player? How did it mold your career?
I wouldn't be here playing for PLDT if it wasn't for UST. I think they really molded me since when I arrived in UST, like what I told you, diba? When I was in high school, grade school, our school wasn't really that super competitive, unlike if you compare it to programs of UST High School and different university high schools na. So, very ako nun, parang wala pa akong masyadong alam sa, yun nga, di rin ako quicker when I was in high school eh. So, natuto lang talaga akong mag-quick nung nag-college na ako, which is in UST. So, almost all the skills that I've learned was because of UST, because of my UST coaches. So, it really molded me as a player, not just the skills pati yung pagiging matatag mo sa paglalaro. Yun din yung natutunan ko sa UST mismo.
Oh, ayan. And of course, with that, excited na rin kami na talagang makita ka ulit to play professionally. Finally, this is it. Ito na, mag-umpisa na talaga.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us more about your whole journey, especially ngayon na nasa PLDT ka na? So, can you make us chika? Make us chika kung ano pa nangyari yun. Ayan, how did you get into the team? And then how excited are you to be playing with PLDT in this season?
Okay, so last year, well, I was in Petrogas before, so that's my team for 4 years. And then I wanted like a new environment naman. So that's why I chose PLDT when they offered me to play for them. So for me, sobrang nagpapasalamat ako sa opportunity na napili nila ako kasi parang revamp team yung PLDT eh. So yun, it's a challenge for me to contribute to this team, especially since nga revamp kami yung buong PLDT. So I'm very excited. I have a lot of teammates na I haven't played with before. Especially my best friend, which is Mika Reyes. We used to play together in high school for Saints Co Manila. But this time, we're playing, tas lagi ko lang siyang kalaban. So, sa Lasal, UST Lasal, and then, ngayon, at least magkasama na kami sa isang team. So, that's why I'm very, very excited. Also, naging teammate ko ulit yung setter ko before sa UST, which is Ate Rhea. So, that's also what I'm very excited rin kasi we get to play again together after years of being apart. But this time, we gained already many experiences from the teams that we had before. So, yun yung magagamit namin to play this time to win that championship.
And as a team na, diba?
Yes, as a team.
So, for sure, lahat ng volleyball fans, they're also very excited to see your chemistry with Mika this time. Ito na nga, teammates na talaga kayo after years of playing against each other, 'di ba, sa UAAP. So, yan, can you tell us, nag-practice na ba kayo like on ground together or online pa rin lahat ng trainings ninyo? Kamusta yung preparation?
We already started playing face-to-face. We also had a training bubble a week before. We had 2 weeks of training in the bubble. So we played sa Tagaytay. So magkakasama kami noon sa isang place, and then we trained together every day, twice a day. So that's how we prepared since this Wednesday start now, which our first game is this Thursday actually. So yeah.
Sobrang exciting kasi ang tagal-tagal inintay ng mga katribo or lahat ng volleyball fans, sports fans in general. Talagang ang tagal nilang iniintay na magka-PBL na it's finally here.
Yes.
And sana, diba, sana magtuloy-tuloy na, and for sure they're all excited to see you with your new team, and we're looking forward to your first game na this week na rin pala. Diba?
Yes.
So, hindi na rin ganun kalayo ang paghihintay ng mga fans mo, ng mga fans ng team, and the whole fans ng PBL. Kaya naku, abangan niyo po yan. Alright, so, eto naman, for sure, eto gustong marinig to ng mga aspiring athletes. Ayan, so, what do you think is the mindset that an athlete should have?
The mindset that an athlete should have is really the persistence that you need to have. Dapat parang kahit ano mangyari, hindi ka mag-give up. Kasi as an athlete and even as a person, you get to face so many challenges, diba? So even in games, parang it's not always gonna go your way eh. Parang there are off games, there are games na parang mas malakas yung kalaban, or hindi maganda yung kung nasang situation yung ano meron yung team nyo. But as an athlete, you should always have that mindset na hindi ka mag-give up kahit na ano pang challenges yung fine-face mo, or kahit ano pang masakit or anything like that. Kasi dapat lagi kang palaban. Mm-hmm. And then another mindset that you should have is you should never stop learning. Parang hindi ka nag-stop kung anong meron ka ngayon. Hindi mo isipin na ang galing-galing ko na ganyan. Parang you should always learn not only from your coaches but from your teammates also. You should be open to lessons, you should be open to being taught nga na parang na kasi since hindi naman lahat alam mo, from them kasi dun ka mag-gain ng knowledge sa mismong nilalaro mo, which is yun nga, yung sport mo. So, yun, for me, yun yung mga important mindset that you should have eh. Yung to not be complacent, to always learn, and to never give up.
Wow, ayan. So mga katribo, narinig niya na. And I totally agree with you kasi like, for me, as an athlete, the way I see you guys, mga talagang true blue athletes, ako mga nanood-nood lang, ganyan. The least I can do is cover games and watch. Pero as an athlete, parang everyday, nakikita ko talaga na everyday is a learning process for you eh. And every day is like a totally different experience. Hindi naman yung may game ka and then yung next game mo is same lang as your last game. Talagang magkakaiba yan. So, imposibleng wala kang matutunan with the environment that you have. And maganda nga na you have to be open with learning if you want to pursue that in the long run. Okay, so ito naman, since aside from you guys na syempre ipapalabas na ulit, ipapanood na ulit ng lahat ang PBL this week, kasunod nito ay UAAP, which we're all excited about as well. Ayan, so how do you see the future of the UST women's volleyball team naman based sa performances nila since you graduated? Or ano yung na-foresee mo for this season para sa kanila?
Well, honestly, since it's been 2 years since wala tayo nakitang volleyball, I haven't really seen them. I mean, syempre, mostly mga bata na yan eh. Yung iba hindi ko na naabutan. But based sa experience ko as a Tigress, alam kong magiging palaban sila. And especially they are guided by coaches from UST, mga coaches ko sa UST din. Alam kong mag-guide nila yung players sa maganda ring program, which is yung volleyball program nila. So I'm really sure na for this upcoming UAAP, magiging palaban sila and mapapakita nila yung puso ng Tigress.
Ayan. Ako, excited na lahat. Ako as a UAAP fan, I'm super excited to witness all of our teams, both basketball, volleyball, and actually lahat ng sports Kasi the fact na it's all back, diba? Sobrang
Yes.
Ayan, so ito naman, how about sa international setting? How do you see the future of the Philippine volleyball team?
For me, what I see naman sa international scene ng volleyball, which is yung Philippine team natin, it's really actually malaki talaga yung potential ng team natin to be up there as long as magkaroon lang siya ng magandang support from our country, and then kasi yung players itself lahat naman din yan palaban, malakas ganyan. So yung long-term program for them to be together and to prepare longer for the international leagues nga.
Ayan, ako. And ang dami na rin naman nating mga athletes dito na talagang naglalaro na rin outside Philippines, like sa Japan, ganyan. Ang dami yung mga atletang andun ngayon na nire-represent yung country natin. So that's a good start. And of course, the whole Philippine team ng volleyball, talagang nire-represent nila yung ating bansa. So we're all excited for what's in store, di ba? Yan, in the futures. And makikita na rin natin yan, hindi na rin ganun katagal yan kasi ito na nga nagbabalik na nga lahat. So hopefully magtuloy-tuloy na talaga. Ayan, so ito naman, what is your advice? Ayan. To our young audience din right now on who na nag-aspire to have a career in sports. Kasi kanina tinanong ko na rin naman like mindset mo. So, ikaw, based on, your experience, ayan, ano yung advice na maaari mong maibigay sa ating mga young viewers or sa viewers natin in general who wants to have a career in sports or gusto maging atleta?
Well, I think we can start with what I mentioned previously, to have that kind of mindset, which is not giving up no matter how many challenges you'll face. Second is to always learn, never stop learning. And then third is to never be complacent. I think from that kind of mindset, you'll start from a career na hindi ka titigil. Alam mo yun. And then, dun lang yun sa when you love what you're doing. Kasi ako, personally, that's what I did it. Yun din yung nag-push sa akin to continue kahit anong nangyayari sa akin. I always find inspiration sa mga kasama ko. And then, yun nga, I always make sure that I love what I'm doing. Kasi it won't feel na parang work siya and sobrang nahihirapan ka kapag mahal mo yung ginagawa mo. And then naturally, kasi when you love what you're doing, automatic na maganda yung ginagawa mo eh. Kasi diba, parang unless like pag napipilitan ka lang, automatic na, hindi man automatic but usually what happens is diba, parang mas nabu-burnout ka kasi hindi mo na mahal yung ginagawa mo. So just make sure that you're honest with what you're feeling, and then yun nga, mahalin mo lang lahat ng ginagawa mo.
Oh, di ba may saying na parang you'll never feel na you're working if you really love what you do.
Yes.
So I think it's really important to keep that in mind, di ba? Especially if we feel like giving up. Kasi hindi naman natin maiwasan yung with the situation that we have right now. So yes, love what you do talaga. Very, very important yon. Na ma-feel talaga natin while we're given an opportunity to actually do what we love. Diba? Ayan, so, thank you. Nakakatuwa itong natin, yung interview natin, very inspirational. Oh, very inspirational talaga. And again, we would like to thank you, diba, sa mga advice mo sa ating mga katribo. Pero hindi pa po nagtatapos mga katribo ang ating episode for tonight. Dahil sa ating pababalik, mas kikilalanan pa natin si Jessey on a more personal level. Ayan, so, tutok lang mga katribo at magbabalik po ang The Athletes Tribune.
Daily Tribune, may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Cue. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito niyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at Tribune Now on YouTube. See you there mga katribu!
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first hatch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
With Globe, our steps can lead us to millions of doors opening, millions of paths unfolding, and millions of reasons to keep going. Now's the time to be with the network that gets better every day for you.
Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.
We shall fly, soar, fight, and win! Siyempre, nagbabalik pa rin po tayo sa The Athletes Tribune. Ayan, so siyempre kasama pa rin natin ang napakaganda si Miss Jessey De Leon. And ito na, we'll play a quick game na I'm sure alam na alam po ng lahat. Ayan, ito po ay ang Fast Talk. Okay, so, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina bago tayo mag-umpisa wholesome talk, Jessey, so okay lang yung mga questions natin. So, ready ka na?
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready na. Okay, so first question, what is your mantra?
What is your?
Mantra. What is your mantra?
It would be, don't give up. Yeah, yun talaga.
Okay,
Just
so,
rest, take a rest, don't give up.
ayan. So, ito, next question, what is the nicest thing a fan told you or did for you?
Dami eh. But I really love whenever I used to receive scrapbooks, letters from fans. It's really sweet for me.
Yeah, old school na ganun, no? Ayan, so, ito naman, next question, how do you like your coffee?
Sweet.
Sweet. Okay, ito. Next, greatest pet peeve.
Greatest pet peeve.
Take note nyo to, guys. Ayan. Okay.
I think pet peeve for me is whenever my feelings are invalidated.
Okay. Understandable. Ayan. So, ito naman next is a woman you look up to.
I have a lot. I look up to Mika. I mean, my best friend, Mika Reyes. Yeah.
Oh, ayan. So, kinilig lahat for sure, kinilig lahat sa answer mo. Okay, eto naman. Your favorite thing about you? About yourself, o diba?
Siguro finding the good in people. Yeah.
Okay, eto. So, first thing that comes to mind when you think of UST?
Tigress.
Tigress.
Yeah.
And eto na, last but not the least, describe Jessey De Leon in 3 words.
It's so hard. 3 words.
You do it.
Persistent. Strong-willed. And then empathic.
Ayan. So, thank you so much for that, Jessey, and for joining us tonight. Ayan, so, nagpapasalamat kami for, sharing your journey and experiences with us. But before we wrap this up, is there anything you'd like to say to all of your fans and colleagues or watching right now? And kung ano yung mga dapat nilang i-look forward? Ayan, syempre, makikita ka na nila ulit na maglaro. So, what do you want to tell all of your fans?
Well, first, I want to thank everyone for watching this segment and thank you for having me. I want you guys to watch our PBL game. This mag-start kami this March 17. So please support PLDT High Speed Hitters this coming PBL 2022. And yeah, I'll see you there.
All right. And of course, since may business ka ba, or would you like to promote your business or your social media accounts to everyone? You can say that as well.
Okay, you guys can follow me on Instagram. It's Jessey De Leon. That's also my Twitter handle. And then you can subscribe to my channel. It's Jessey De Leon Designs. Follow also my business, which is Shibui Home Studio. So it's at Shibui Home Studio. We will also stay tuned to our furniture business. So it's at Piero Furniture Studio. So yeah, that's it.
All right. So again, thank you so much, Jessey, for spending your time with us. We know that you're really, really busy right now, but maraming salamat sa pagtanggap ng invitation namin for you to guest dito sa show. So again, ito nga sa ating mga katribong laging sumusubaybay every night. Ayan, para sa inyo to. For sure, excited, sobrang na-excite kayo nung malaman yung si Jessey yung ating guest for this episode. So thank you so much once again, Jessey, for being with us. Again, I am Nikki Viola. Thank you. At samahan niyo muli kami next week para sa bagong exciting na episode ng The Athletes Tribune. Bye and have a happy week, guys!